go. Good luck to you drivers. Marshals ready. Drivers ready. Down and quiet. Here we go, down and away. Ty Tessmann leads the pack, single file. Here we are, one toppling over on the backside. That's Jeremy Courts in the Agama. Side by side by side. Watch coming down the hill. I've got Wernemont upside down. Wernemont upside down. Another one right there as well. That's Civilian. And Wernemont with a flame out. So Wernemont coming back into pit lane quickly here. Carson Wernemont already problems coming back into pit lane with the flame out. Onto the backside we go. Ty Tessmann in the hot bodies and Jared Tebow, former champion as well. Right there through the 9-pack we go. And now it's already a little issue for Tebow. Third place is Cody King. And now upside down, backside. Watch out, backside. And we're clear. Dakotah Phend with a little mistake coming in through that chicane after the 9-pack. And he finds himself now shuffled again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th. Front right corner, Tessmann making the hits. In 2012, a little bit harder. 2013, the win, and now Civilian off the track. Renault Civilian broken. Looks like front end gone on that car, so they take it back to the pits to try to get him back out to salvage maybe a position or two a little bit later on. But right now, we look at Ty Tessmann in the hot bodies. And already at the 1 minute 30 mark, I think to myself that so 2:15 in here, 42:45 to go. 2:15 in, 45:45 to go. And it's Ty Tessmann, as I was saying before I was pulled away for a little additional side item. I'm already feeling like it at the 2 minute and 30-second mark. Ty Tessmann pulling away from a field like this early on can be very, very bad news. And I'm going to have to think about things to talk about outside of the championship. Tessmann is on rails out there already, moving on to the backside, that white front end, purple and black. Watch a triple, Mayfield, a little bobble before the triple section there, and right now my overall with Tessmann out front by more than 3 seconds. I've got Cody King, then Barry Pettit, Drew Muller, and David Ronefalk running in the top 5. Tessmann moving in through the whoop section. Coming down the hill, Cody King, Barry Pettit, Drew Muller, and Ronefalk, then Tebow. 7/10 back, Lutz, Phend, and Truey down to 9th. Courts another 3 back, then Wheeler, then Mayfield, then Drake, Wernemont, and then Civilian off the track at the 1 minute mark. 3:30 in, 41:30 to go here. Race number 28, the final one of the night. Tessmann coming through that tricky little 9-pack section.
Not that bad.
Up onto the top side, losing elevation down into the front corner. Ronefalk takes a tumble and loses 2 spots. Moving on to the left side. Up a spot is Dakotah Phend. Up a spot is Ryan Lutz. Then Ronefalk in tow. Looks like Truey right there as well. Through the front side table. Third place, Barry Pettit. Pettit with a good run so far. Red front end. Makes the turn, trying to track down Cody King. King working on the right side of the Kyoto, now onto the back straight. Tessmann, triple. So every single time that Tessmann does that, triple, the pack's in trouble. Fast lap of the race belongs to Dakotah Phend at a 43.1. Ty Tessmann, 43.5 that time by. Mistake on the track for Pettit, and Drew Muller now picking up a spot. Pettit continues to move backwards here. Tessmann, King, and Moore, the top three now. Once again, Tessmann moving to the left side. OS Power, Pro Line Rubber. On that Hot Bodies D8T. Working up the hill on the left side. Through the whoop section. Takes it out wide. Not nearly as choppy as if you take the inside lane there. Through the front side. Table to table, no problem. And look at this separation starting to occur here between first and second place. 5.5 seconds from first place Ty Tessmann back to the 2 spot of Cody King. Tessmann in the Hot Bodies, King of the Kyosho. And now Pettit gets by. Pettit in the Mugen. He is now third. Jared Tebow in the Kyosho. Drew Moeller in the Mugen. 3-car battle on the backside. Mugen, Kyosho, Mugen through the triple. Pettit with that bright red front end. And at the line, Barry Pettit, 44.8. Jared Tebow, 44.8. Drew Moeller, 44 flat. 6:15 in, 38:45 remaining now. Ty Tessmann, 6.1 ahead of the field here. 6.1 seconds out front of former world champion Cody King. Barry Pettit, Tebow, Moeller, True, Phend, Run a Falcon, Lutz, stacked together, and we're at 6:30 in. 38:30 to go, 6:30 in, drivers. 43.6. Pettit and Tebow get together, and Tebow gets the worst of that one. Pettit back to the front line with Drew Moeller all over his tail. Down through the drop-off, and now gaining elevation back up into the whoop section. Pettit, a couple of Mugens right there. Pettit and Moeller. Pettit with the white rims, white wing, red front end. Drew Moeller, yellow front, yellow rims, yellow wing, down the triple. Double combination, no problems there, and then left-hander onto the back straightaway. Pettit and Moeller. Looked like Moeller super speed down the backside. Moeller got lucky there. Looked like he might have kicked it off the inside pipe. Moeller, triple, double, single, sneaks it through. Barry Pettit said, if you open up that door another foot, I'm going inside, and it's mine back. That time by Drew Moeller, 44.2. Barry Pettit, 44.8. And then Dakotah, Phend, Jared Tebow, David Ronna-Falcon, Mike Truey down to 8th. Courts and Lutz battling for 9th. Ryan Mayfield in 11th. Then Josh Wheeler, Adam Drake, Warnemont, and then Siddle-Yah. 8 minutes in, we're going to be looking at fuel soon. 8 minutes in, 37 to go now. Coming out to the 9-pack, it looked like Tessmann was a little bit slow, but he regains form by the line there, 44.6. Tessmann on the top side. Here he goes. Slows it down. Peels into pit lane. Up in the arms of Gord. Fuel going in. Hot Bodies has their man back out in the lane. Cody King now sees his man through this right to left kind of step over section, and now downside triple to double. Cody King, at least he sees him. Before the pit stop, it was 6.6 seconds, and now Pettit and King get together on the right side. So Cody King regains that number 2 spot. Little bobble on the right side though. Ty Tessmann upside down coming out of the 9-pack. Tessmann with fuel at the line. Tessmann at 51.2 with fuel. Here's King, 47.1. Drew Moeller, 44.2. Cody King in and out for fuel now. So right to left here on the tables. Cody King with the yellow wheels, black wing, the Kyosho for the former world champion. Down the backside, Drew Moeller within about a second. Another second back to Pettit. Here we go. Triple, double, single for King. And Moeller triples out. So Moeller catching a little bit here on Cody King through the line. 51-7 for Cody. Drew Moeller with a 50 flat. Barry Pettit a 43-8. Runafalk a 44. Dakotah Phend a 45-1. Here's Tebow. Tebow by the line with a 55 with fuel. Mayfield towards Lutz, top 10. Cody King sliding back a little bit here now. Barry Pettit picking up a spot for the top 3. Just have a feeling that it's a breakout performance for someone. Right now, it's Barry Pettit and Drew Moeller, the youngsters, moving back to the left side. And another youngster, even though he's got a world championship, Cody King, right in the mix here. That's the battle for second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. David Runafalk coming out from Sweden with his Kyosho. He wants to play here, and Dakotah Phend as well. Through the front side. Second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. And your leader on the backside double. Ty Tessmann after fuel stops. 10-second lead. Tessmann 10 seconds out after 11 minutes. That could mean that we're looking at a one-lap victory for Ty Tessmann. So much can happen. But I am alluding to the fact that this guy is on rails right now, and especially with these guys behind him battling for position. Every time they touch, every time they check up, Ty Tessmann continues to move ahead. Barry Pettit in the 2 spot, Drew Moeller. There's Pettit with the red front end, Moeller in the yellow. And now Runafalk and King get to the other Kyosho guys right there. Front side, watch out, front side. A little bit of trouble. Give him room, give him room. Cody King and Dakotah Phend battling down that triple and into the double. So triple double section, right side double, and down the back straight away they go. Cody, yellow wheels, black wings, signature colors there for King. Side by side into the 9-pack. Look at that, triple, triple, triple. Even though they touched for Dakotah Phend, and Cody King had to bail out. Dakotah up to 5th now, 45-1. Cody King, 47-8. And now it's Ryan Lutz breaking off a wheel. So Lutz's day is done in Truggy. 12:30 in, 32:30 remaining. 12:30 in, 32:30 left here. Race number 28, the final one, the finale of a wonderful Saturday of racing here at Beer Farm RC Raceway. Thanks for joining us. We've got a good one brewing. It just happens that it's not for the lead spot. Leader Ty Tessmann stretching out the lead on almost every lap. That time by though, Barry Pettit of 43.059. That's fast lap of the race. 43.059, nearly a 42-second lap for Barry Pettit in that Mugen. 9 back from Tessmann. Drew Moeller another 8 tenths behind. Runafalk, Phend, King, Mayfield, Tebow, Wheeler, and Jeremy Courts in the top 10. A lot of these top guys running for A-Main Hobbies, one of our premier sponsors here of the Dirt Nitro Challenge. 13:30 and 31:30 remaining on the clock now. Tessmann leading the way now by 8, so he's given back a little bit. Barry Pettit with that 43 flat gained some ground, and he continues to do that. Here we go into pit lane for fuel. Pettit comes in. Fuel back down in a way. Actually, that's not Pettit. And that is Warnemont. So Warnemont coming out of pit lane with a problem. Looks like Warnemont just waiting for traffic, and then he gets back to racing. So it was Carson coming in for fuel, not Barry Pettit. Pettit still on the track, running strong, coming into that 9-pack. 3, 3, 2, and 1. 14:30 in now, 13:30 remaining. About a third of the way home of this 45-minute finale. Ty Tessmann by 7.3. Barry Pettit in that number 2 slot. Tessmann, number 1. Pettit started 9th, moved all the way up to the top 2 and running strong. 1.5 up on Moeller. Moeller started 4th, wearing car number 4. David Ronefalk transferred just to get to the A main right here. Started 14th. It didn't take him long to work his way forward, and now up to 4th. That's a high water mark now for David Ronefalk in the Kyosho out of Sweden. Dakotah Phend, your pro buggy TQ that we'll see tomorrow. Phend running 5th right now, just a half a second back from Ronefalk. Ronefalk coming to the front side, yellow, white, and green, and here comes Phend. Dakotah up on the blocks. Kevin Gahan fuels, and back down and away they go. And a little bit too hot. He got real lucky there. Phend coming out hot of the pits. Hit the rumble strips, went a forward somersault, and somehow nailed the landing. Right side double. Dakotah Phend working down the back side. We'll see if he's going to be in the picture. Right now, he's in a top 5. Cody King down in the 6th slot right now. 4 back from Phend. $16 in, 29 to go. 16 in, 29 to go. Your overall, Tessmann, Pettit, Moeller, David Ronefalk in the top 5, Cody King 5th. Then I've got Phend, Mayfield, and Tebow. That's a 3-way battle for the 6th position. Taking a look for those guys here. And there they are, coming down the triple, double. Moving down the back straight away next. Jared Tebow in the Kyosho, and Ryan Mayfield right there with him. Dakotah Phend has gained a few seconds on those 2. And now he's in a 3-way battle here with King. Cody King, David Ronefalk, and Phend down the hill and moving back up into the whoop section. Barry Pettit comes in for fuel last time by. Cody King working right to left. Clears the table. Same for Ronefalk and Phend. Right side double, no problems there. Kyosho, and Losi right there for King, Ronefalk, and Phend. Those guys battling for 4th. Barry Pettit in the 3 spot. And we've got someone coming out, and that's going to be Wernemont again. So Wernemont another problem. And coming back in the pit lane. Ronefalk getting a lot of heat right now from Dakotah. Dakotah Phend takes the outside line right there, carries a little bit more speed through the whoop, and it almost looks like Dakotah Phend just waiting for the opportunity, so we're going to keep our eyes right there as we are 17:45 in now. 17 minutes and 45 seconds into this 45-minute A main final. Working that right side, Phend trying to pick off the Swede. Look at those guys shovel a bunch of steering about 20 feet before the straightaway ends and slide right into that 180. Triple, and Phend very quick on the exit as well. Still looks like Phend just wants to get by, just looking for a bobble, and one happens right there. Ronefalk rolls it over. And Dakotah Phend going to pick up that position. Phend now 5th, Cody King 4th. Ronefalk slides, Tebow in the mix right there as well. 18:30 in, here comes Tebow. Jared Tebow up the rounds of 15. Fueled and gone. Tessmann has 5.9 on Barry Pettit. Barry Pettit not at all letting Ty Tessmann walk away with this one now. Pettit working into the front left here. Mugen MBX 16 for Pettit. Makes the turn, steps off. Right-hander now, up the hill. Through the whoop section, coming back down he goes. Off the ski jump, right onto the front side. Shorts the landing here on that tabletop. So a little bit out of shape. He had to gather that one back in, and Pettit then drives on. Triple, double, and right behind him, Drew Moeller. These kids, ridiculous talent. Nary a bobble from these youngsters here, looking at 2nd and 3rd place. Combined age of probably 30-something. Barry Pettit, 44.6, and it's a sub 43. Drew Moeller with a 42.990. blistering lap times right there in the final. The truck's a little bit faster than the buggies in most cases. And definitely on this track here, a little bit of a difficult 9-pack section, which seems to favor the trucks. More fuel stops happening. Here comes Mike Truey in for fuel. So Truey fuel back down and away in the Serpent. 20:45 in, 24:15 now remaining. Barry Pettit, Drew Muller still right together on the clock. By the line, there they are. Pettit with a 43.4, Drew Muller with a 43.4. Matching lap times here. Coming down that hill right there, looked like Muller out of sorts just a bit. He had to counter steer, and that did allow Pettit to kind of pull away just by another maybe half second. So last time by the line it was 7/10. Right now I'd say it's about 1.5 seconds from second back to third. Pettit coming off the back straightaway with that red front end. Muller right there with him. Let's see what they do on the threes. 3, 3, 2, 1 for both drivers. Pettit by the line, 43.8. Muller with a 44.4, so now 1.3. The advantage for Barry Pettit over Drew Muller is just about double. There's Dakotah Phend, 44.7. He is 9 seconds back. Tessmann, Pettit, Muller, Phend, King. My top 5 with Jared Tebow now 6.4 back. David Ronefalk another 5/10 back, so a half second behind for Ronefalk. Ryan Mayfield then 4.5 behind. Josh Wheeler 3 back. Adam Drake breaking into the top 10 now. Courts 9 back. Truey, Wernemat, then Savoya is working laps once again, and Ryan Lutz off the track of the 10-minute mark. 22:30 in and 22:30 to go. We are halfway home in this Truggy final for Pro Truck here. Ty Tessmann 7 seconds up at this point. And we talked about it briefly before this one got started. Ty Tessmann taking home their championship in each of the last 2 years. Does Tessmann have luck on his side again to complete that three-peat? Tessmann a little roll over there coming out of the 9-pack. And there's Barry Pettit. Pettit on the top side. At the line, Tessmann 45.6, Pettit 43 flat. 43.095, nearly a new fast lap for Barry Pettit. Drew Muller another 1.2 back. That's what's insane is that Barry Pettit's lap times are ridiculous. Drew Muller is even faster and right on his tail. So Pettit trying to track down Tessmann and gaining a little time right now, just 4.5 the distance from first back to second. But at the same time, Drew Muller pulling a wheelie on the backside. Style points are awarded. Triple, and then Muller gets greedy. If you are on the middle of that third set, just not enough lift. You have to be perfectly set to make it over that third triple. And he was not, and he said, I'm pulling trigger, I'm going for it. And he got stuck a little bit. Barry Pettit through the front side now. 43.5, 3.7 back from Tessmann. Tessmann 44.3. Barry Pettit 43.5, 3.7. So that gap is shrinking. Remember, it was a 10-second advantage about 12 minutes ago. So Pettit chipping away with that Mugen MBX 16. And another little bobble there from Tessmann in that triple section. There's Tessmann at the line, 45.6. Here's Pettit, 44.4, 1.2 better. 24.45 in, 20:15 remaining. Barry Pettit coming in for fuel. Here he comes, up on the blocks. Fuel goes in. Done. Pettit back down and racing once again. Leader on the right side, double. 25 minutes in, 20 to go. We're at a 20-minute mark here. Great battle on the front side. Look at this three-way battle here. And it looks like Dakotah Phend with inside position. Gets a little push there from King. Nose to tail. Nose to tail on the right side. Cody with a little bobble. Tebow looked like he wanted to go outside, thought better of it. Left to right, through the big double on the backside. This battle is for fourth. And now we've got Josh Wheeler off the track. So Wheeler with an issue. There's Pettit by the line. 50 flat. So with fuel that time by Barry Pettit. And there is Moeller. So Moeller comes in for fuel. A lap after Barry. And someone's got trouble coming in. That's going to be Court. So 26 minutes in and 19 to go. Fuel stops happening here. Drew Moeller took the number 2 spot with Pettit in for fuel. Then Moeller comes in for fuel, and it's Pettit again. Moeller upside down. That's going to give a little breathing room to Barry Pettit. So instead of thinking about who's in front and who's in back, now he's just got to focus on who's in front. Here's your leader in for fuel. That was a lightning fast fuel stop there. Ty Tessmann still has the lead, but guess what? We got a race. Tessmann down the hill with the hot bodies. Barry Pettit with the Mugen in tow. Gap is a straightaway plus another 10 or 20 feet. Through the right-hander, triple. Oh, look at that. To me, maybe you guys saw that. To me, it kind of felt like Ty was maybe feeling out a quad. Ty has had some problems here and there with that 9-pack section and coming out the back end. So maybe he's thinking to himself, all right, well, if that 7th jump doesn't have enough lip on it, maybe I'll change the line. See what he does this time by. Adam Drake gonna fade off wide a little bit for Barry Pettit, who's coming through there. And there he goes. Good gentlemanly racing there. Nothing less expected from the Drake. Moving on to the backside again. And now, if you guys just watch that, it's not a straightaway plus 20. It's a straightaway. So somewhere along the line, we've caught. Triple, triple, triple though for Tessmann. Says, I got a little bit left in the tank here. I got some tricks. I know how to do this. I've won national championships. I've won Nitro Challenge. Barry Pettit hasn't. But I tell you what, he's within striking distance right now. And over the first, 15 minutes, I felt like Ty Tessmann had this. Since then, the last 12 or 13, I think Barry Pettit is on a mission. And it's going to come down to tires. It's going to come down to nerves. Tessmann sets it into the bowl and comes out through the 9. Oh, and he's got a rhythm now. Look at that. Triple, triple, double, single for Barry. Not Tessmann. Tessmann trips all the way through. 28-30 in and 16-30 remaining now. Behind them, Drew Moeller by the line. Drew Moeller in the top 3, 5.8 behind. Then it's Phend and Cody King in the top 5. Tebow run above another 3 back. Mayfield then 8 behind. Adam Drake 13 behind. And then Jeremy Courts. In 2013, your truck champion Ty Tessmann went 73 laps. Right here on this new Joey Christensen layout, we're looking at a 62-lap, 45-28 pace. So this year, the track is technical, the track is big, and these pro guys eating it up every single lap. Also in that A main final last year, Jared Tebow in the 2, Ryan Mayfield was on the podium, Adam Drake, Billy Fisher, top 5. Barry Pettit not even in the final last year. So already a coming out, so to speak, here for Barry Pettit. He's impressed me. Most likely impressed guys out there as well. With these lap times, 42.9, fast lap overall for Moeller, but Barry Pettit a 43.059. We're talking about 5/600ths of a second difference there between those two. Ty Tessmann, fast lap, 43.2. That's quick. Dakotah Phend a 43.1. Jared Tebow a 43 flat. These guys weren't doing 43s when we started qualifying. But they've moved it in. Breaking out every single line that they can. Right now, Tessmann trying to just stay out front, get in a groove, and walk away and have Pettit make some mistakes. Just not happening to this point. through the backside. Pettit jumping up now onto the backside. Single, 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 little bobble right there. And single, single, single for Pettit as well. So that seems to be the make or break section. These guys have hundreds of laps on this track by now. But guess what? Ty Tessmann and Barry Pettit, the guys that are quickest in the field right here through 31 minutes, they can't do it perfect every time out. So I say kudos to Joey for creating something that even the pros have to think about. Down into the triple-double section, moving on the right side now. And on to the back straightaway we go. Pettit catching about a tenth or two each and every lap. Last time by, 43.8 to a 43.6. Good 9-pack section there for Tessmann. And Pettit goes double single out, so it might be in the favor of Ty right here. 43.5 and then a 43.7. So Ty takes back the 2/10 that he lost on lap number 42. 31.30 in, 13.30 remaining, 31.30 in, and 13.30 left here, drivers. Drew Moeller gets turned around. There's Dakotah Phend by the line. Phend 9 back from Moeller. Might be a little bit closer than that with a little mistake there. Down the front side, table to table. Drew Moeller in the yellow. Yellow front end, yellow wheels, yellow wing. Tessmann, Pettit, Moeller, the top three right now. Pettit within 1.9 at the line, 1.9 seconds at the line here. Tessmann, 43.8. Pettit, 44.1, so 0.3 quicker that time by for Ty Tessmann. Mayfield lets Ty by. Tessmann through the front side, wearing car number 1. Barry Pettit had to come from back in the pack, number 9. I can't tell you how impressed I am. I don't care how this race ends. Barry Pettit is sticking this. And now a rare mistake for Pettit. Puts it up on 2 wheels, tried to save it, turned it over, didn't need Marshall help. That's about the first bobble that we've seen from Pettit. I don't care about that bobble. I'm still impressed. This kid's killing it out there. Ty Tessmann is one of the top drivers in the world. Over the last few years, Ty Tessmann is nearly untouchable at times. And I would say today is one of those times. He's not making mistakes. He's absolutely killing it out there. And Barry Pettit is still in the mix. Here he is, in for fuel, up in the blocks, in and gone. 33 in, 12 to go. 33 in, 12 remaining now. Backside double. Tessmann feeling a little bit of a breather right now. But he goes triples all the way through that 9-pack section. That's probably something that's would seem difficult for me. I don't know how these guys do it, but Ty Tessmann with Barry Pettit breathing down his back end, he knows how fast he needs to be. He can feel it every single lap, every single turn. He's got an eye on Barry Pettit. Now that Pettit comes in for fuel, Ty's running all by himself. How does he pace himself? How does he know how hard to push? That's cool stuff. These guys are absolutely magicians out here on this track. And really, I mean, Joey Christensen building a track on a huge canvas like this. Absolutely fantastic. And I've got one of the best seats of anybody here tonight. You guys on liverc.com, I hope you're eating this stuff up. I don't think at all that we're done with excitement here. Courts comes in for fuel, and we've got here race number 28. 9.6, so how about that? 9.6 seconds, it was just 2. But now Tessmann pulling away again. Pettit and then Dakotah Phend. It's 19 seconds from first to third. Drew Moeller regains position on Tebow. And now tries to drive away and get a little separation. .9:15 now remaining here. 9:15 to go. Here comes Tessmann. That OS power plant needs a little bit more. And now at the 9-minute mark, you got to figure the Ty's got fuel to go the rest of the way home. So Ty Tessmann with a little bit of an advantage now. He had a 9-second gap from first. Back to the 2 spot. Tessmann does come in for fuel, but that's the last time he'll have to do that. Pettit, he's going to have to come in one more time. 8 minutes and 40 now remaining. 8 minutes and 40 now. Race number 28. Tessmann, Pettit, then Phend, Muller, and Tebow. Good 3-way battle, and we'll focus in on that for a bit. Dakotah, Phend, Drew Muller, and Jared Tebow come over that backside double and then into the inside pipe and going for a quick 360. There is Muller, and now Muller out of shape. He's backwards on the track, and lucky that he didn't collect Drake. There's Dakotah, Phend, 44 flat right there, 13 back from Pettit. Pettit now 4.5 back. Remember, we've got a fuel issue now for Pettit. Pettit going to have to come in one more time. Tessmann does not. Tessmann on a 62, 45-27. Drake comes in for fuel now. Fisher picks him up. Peck does the fueling there for the Team Lucy captain. 37-15 in, 7:45 remaining. 7 minutes and 45. All that separates Ty Tessmann from pulling off a feat that is unspeakable. 15 years. 15 years for the Nitro Challenge here, and never before, to my knowledge, has somebody gone back to back to back. And there aren't that many. I bet it's just maybe 4 guys that have gone back to back at all. So it is a very limited group here. This is the 3rd year for the Nitro Challenge at Fear Farm. I'm just going to take a guess here that Ty doesn't mind coming here once a year, throwing down on the dirt here in Phoenix, Arizona. Tessmann at the line, 43.8. Now let's check out Pettit. There's Pettit by the line. That bright red front end, Mugen MBX 16, 44.1. 6 seconds from Tessmann back to Pettit. Dakotah, Phend in the top 3. Drew Muller right there, just 7/10 back. Barry Pettit coming in for fuel this time around. Here we are. Back down on the grading. And out the back here, Barry Pettit now has fuel to go the rest of the way. You see the gap right now. Ty Tessmann coming through the ball now right to left from our perspective here. And he goes single, single, single through that 9-pack section. What does that tell you? I would say that even now, when he's set up perfectly, maybe Tessmann thinking to himself, going to go in conversation mode here. Conserve. Save the truck, save the tires, save everything. He's got a big advantage right now, 11 seconds last time by. And here is Pettit coming to the front side, 49.1 with fuel. That's a quick lap, considering with fuel. Drew Muller with the Mugen back up into the top 3. Jared Tebow and then Dakotah Phend, watch out. So it is another problem now, and coming in for fuel. So Drew Muller coming through the whoop section, gets upside down, loses 2 spots right there to Tebow and Phend. Drew Muller then comes in for fuel, and we'll see what those two do on the back side. Jared Tebow and Dakotah Phend, will they need another stop? We're 5 minutes and 20 out from the end of a race day, and another champion being crowned. Is it the same guy as last year? But we won't have to scribble out the name. We'll just circle it, put another notch next to it. Coming up over that step-up section there, I thought for a second Dakotah going to be moving inside as Tebow jumped to the outside. Coming through the front side, through the down, left to right, up over the table, and then the small tabletop, making a turn here. Great battle right now for a top 3 on the podium, and then right to the inside, Dakotah, side by side, and they finally do collide. So coming around the turn, Dakotah Phend slid to the inside, a little bit grippy right there, and then they accelerate down to the triple-double section. They didn't touch at the triple, but they sure did on the double. And Jared Tebow went flying a little bit. Dakotah, lucky Dakotah Phend, lands right on his wheels and keeps on trucking. 4 minutes and 15 remaining right now. 4 minutes and 15 to go in the final one of the day. Tessmann building up a big lead now of 12 after that fuel stop. 12.6 from first to second. Tessmann 44.5 that time by Barry Pettit on a 62 lap 45.38. Looking to finish out about 14 seconds behind your leader right now, but anything can happen here. Under 4 minutes to go, about 3:45 remaining. 3:45, Tessmann, Pettit, Dakotah, Phend. Top three right now, hot bodies, Mugen and Losi. Then it's Kyosho, Mugen, Kyosho, Associated, Losi, Agama, X-Ray, Serpent, Kyosho, X-Ray, X-Ray, and Durango. Good mix of cars through that 15-car field. 41:30 in, just 3:30 remaining now. 3 minutes 30 left to go here. Again, Tessmann by the line, and again, a solid effort, a solid lap, 44 flat. Tessmann working through the whoop section, sporting car number 1, TQ for a reason. Through the front side, table, makes the turn and right down the middle of the lane. A little bit of a wide line right there. Don't know if he likes that line consistently. He's not pushing the way he was earlier when Pettit was on his back door. Tessmann was giving her all she's got, but right now, Tessmann can afford to take it easy. Triple, though, makes it look so simple. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Tessmann, then Pettit. Another 12 back to Dakotah Phend. Phend 2 up on Tebow. Barry Pettit there, 12 back from Tessmann. Barry Pettit, a fantastic run to this point. Dakotah Phend, a little mistake, and Jared Tebow to the inside. So we've got a battle again for the podium. Tebow now slides it out wide. Coming through that bottom left section, and now it's Dakotah that has position, and Dakotah into the pipe, unfortunately. Good racing right there through that bottom left side. That back end of the Kyosho for Jared Tebow skates out, and while Tebow collected it, Dakotah drove right underneath it, made the pass, but then went a little bit wide after the step up. Tebow got back underneath, and then they're side by side with Dakotah for position. Dakotah bumps into the pipe, got stuck, needed a little marshal help, and now he finds himself about 2.5 seconds back from Tebow. Working up onto the top left, 1:30 remaining on the clock here, 1:30, and we're done for the day. Tebow 44.2, Phend 45.4. Now 1:15 to go. Ty Tessmann continues to lead the way. 12-second cushion for Tessmann. It looks like a little separation now between Tebow and Dakotah Phend. And then it's Drew Moeller. Moeller, who is absolutely wicked fast, has now faded a little bit. And his hopes of the top three are pretty much gone as he makes another mistake in the front right corner. 1 to go into our final minute here. Ty Tessmann. And now Tebow with a mistake. Tebow upside down outside the 9-pack. It's Dakotah Phend back into the top three again. He hits the line with a 43.9. Little mistake right there for Tebow. And now he's 2.4 back. 30 seconds remaining, drivers. 30 seconds to go. Tessmann, Pettit, Phend, Tebow, and Moeller. And now 25 on the clock. Here comes Tessmann to the front line. Working lap number 62. 45.5. That time by. Looking still at about a 12-second advantage. Here comes Pettit. Pettit fires it to the line. 45.6. 11.5 seconds from first back to second. That bright orange and blue. Losi 3.0 Truggy. Working back through the front side again here. Right side. Coming up onto the back straightaway is Ty Tessmann. Tessmann looking for a three-peat. At this point with a 12-second advantage, is he going to go triple? He doesn't. Singles all the way through. That's all right. When we see his championship 3 times over, nobody's going to know that he singled the last lap. And that's your winner, Ty Tessmann. Won an absolutely brilliant run for the Hot Bodies team, OS and Proline and A-Main Hobbies. And he rolls it over for good measure and lays it out big time. Barry Pettit. Give a hand to Barry Pettit. Fantastic run there, Barry, with the Mugen MBX 16. I would say he has arrived. And Dakotah Phend. Another one.
Yeah.